Maria Shriver is reflecting on her, quote, brutal divorce from ex-Arnold Schwarzenegger. In her upcoming book titled I Am Maria, the 69-year-old details coming to terms with the end of her marriage and how it sparked a journey of self-reflection. Maria, who shares kids Catherine, Christina, Patrick, and Christopher with Arnold, says per People magazine that the ending of her 25-year marriage came as a, quote, devastating, life-altering blow following the deaths of her parents. Adding it, quote, broke my heart, it broke my spirit, it broke what was left of me. And the 69-year-old goes on to candidly share about the emotional fallout from the separation, which occurred shortly before Arnold admitted to fathering a child with a household staffer. Sharing, I was consumed with grief and racked with confusion, anger, fear, sadness, and anxiety. I was unsure now of who I was, where I belonged. Honestly, it was brutal, and I was terrified. It was a time during which she learned to navigate the lifelong messaging she'd felt growing up as a piece of the Kennedy family. Quote, Maria isn't enough. On her journey, Maria found herself at a convent where she met a Reverend Mother who opened her eyes to what it meant to be vulnerable. She previously shared about this experience during an interview with Hoda Kotb back in March of 2023.
And I went to a convent I did like so many things, but one of the things I did is I went to a convent to be in silence and, to look for advice. And the Reverend Mother there said to me at the very end, she said, I think you came here looking for permission. And I felt like I was in a scene out of The Sound of Music, which had been like, I was like, oh, what? She goes, you can't come live here. And she goes, but you do have permission to go out and become Maria. And I was like,
Chills.
I was like sobbing, and I'm like, who's that? I was like, who is that? And so I think the word permission, I had never given myself permission to feel, to be vulnerable, to be weak, to be brought to my knees, and the world did it to me. And then I was like, okay, God, let's go. Yeah. And I'm going to take this and learn everything I can about my role and what I need to learn. When something like that or the universe knocks you like that, I think you have to not focus on the other person, just figure out what is your learning curve? What do you need to learn from this experience? And so I gave myself permission to start learning.